Up next is Josh Steffler to wrap things up.
Okay, so I didn't write a speech. I'm not, sometimes I just let the words flow from my heart. And we have talked a lot today about some serious issues. We've talked about Agenda 21. We've talked about smart meters. We've talked about democracy. We've talked about monetary reform. We've talked about GMOs. I am here to speak for myself. I belong to no one but myself. I associate with no one but myself. We had some people here that bullied and demanded that we remove a speaker because of his guilt by association. This is just an exercise in free speech, and I am here to provide a podium for anybody who has solutions to these serious problems. Essentially right now, the truth has been laid out in front of you. Agenda 21 is not about bike lanes. GMO foods is not about feeding the poor. The legislature is not about benevolence and kindness. The solutions that are offered all rely on you. The only person that can change the world is you. You leave here today hopefully meeting some really great change agents, and I don't use that word in the term that government propagandists use. These people care. I care. And I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm not here to have people tell you what to do. We are here to offer solutions. Take them or leave them. We can keep doing the same thing over and over. We can elect the left and then have to deal with the problems of the left. We can elect the right and have problems to deal with the right being elected. The solutions lie within yourself. If you're opposed to GMO foods, stop buying GMO foods. Don't wait for the government to tell you not to eat GMO foods. The current system is designed to make you feel pathetic, to make you feel small, weak, not independent, codependent, dependent. You are sovereign. You can enact the change. You don't like corporations funding politicians that want to enact wars and bombing campaigns in other countries. Stop buying stuff from that corporation. There are local businesses. There are manufacturers in our own countries. Stop supporting these people. Stop waiting for other people to tell you what to do. The sovereignty and the majesty of the human race lies in our own selves to enact these changes. We cannot wait for other people to force us to change, because force is wrong. I'm not here to force anybody. I'm here to ask people to say, hey, let's stop forcing people to do things. Let's let them make their own decisions. Let's look at a society based on voluntary interaction rather than force and coercion designed to socially engineer us into situations where we have no choice to accept smart meters because 51 or 50% plus one person said, too bad, we're having smart meters. We're in a democracy. We want it, too bad. That's great. You want smart meters? Awesome, sign yourself up. Don't force it on me. Don't force it on my house, on my property. You want GMOs? That's great, that's fine. I don't want them. The problem with demanding government solutions to things like GMOs is the same authority that we want them to have to say you can't grow GMO is the same authority to say you can't not grow GMO. It's the same authority to say You have to grow this. You do not have the property rights. The government takes your property rights and demands what you grow. So be careful when people come offering solutions that are dependent on force, dependent on coercion, dependent on you surrendering your individual authority to a collective that's designed to use force and aggression upon our other fellow human beings. A monolithic collective where the rights of the majority trump the rights of the individual. We can respect the rights of the individual and everybody can win. It doesn't have to be this situation where it's win-lose and the winners get the spoils. We can all have the spoils. There is enough for everyone. There is enough for everyone. This artificial scarcity that the media pushes and that the political parties push is there to scare you. It's there to scare you to surrender your own sovereignty, to surrender your own liberty, to surrender your own choices, and let them use your power against you or against their own political enemies. I have had people say that I'm demonized because of who was invited to speak here. I'm not associated with anybody here, but I will gladly stand beside people offering different solutions and that actually want to talk about situations that need to be talked about, like GMOs, like smart meters, like chemtrails. It's ridiculous that there are political opponents on both the left and the right saying that chemtrails don't exist. Look up. I'm not going to tell you that chemtrails exist. Look up. You decide if chemtrails exist. There's corroborating evidence. We are all smart people. We are going to enact a change. It's not going to be fast. It's not going to be easy. But I'm not going anywhere. I'll be back here year after year after year until we get exactly what we want. And what we want is freedom, liberty, justice. The things that I don't want: coercion, force, aggression, war. I don't want to harm another human being. I don't want to take away any other human being's rights to self-defense, to choose which monetary system they use, to choose which political system they use. We don't have to have these monolithic systems where it's one ring to rule them all. I don't want to be ruled. And I don't want you to be ruled. We are our own rulers, and we are the masters of our own destiny if we only accept that we are the masters of our own destiny. Thank you. I just want to announce that I do belong to a group called We Are Change, and we are not associated with anybody but ourselves, and we do not speak for anybody, and nobody speaks for anybody but themselves. We meet every Sunday to enact changes and have open, honest dialogue every Sunday at QV's 7 o'clock to 9:11 p.m. We're open to anybody that is honest, that is not violent, that does not want to enact aggression or coercive acts against other people. You are not alone when you're talking about chemtrails and you're bullied by people that think you don't get the right to talk about chemtrails. That's not real. It's real. I can test. I can see them. We are there to offer a chance for people to talk about this face to face, to get out behind your computers, get off the armchair. And I want to thank everybody for coming. A wise man last year said some words that really stuck out for me. He's here today, and I'm going to leave you with the words, lose your fears and stand up. Thank you.